and Crime. I'm Ashley.
I am Megan. This is In-Laws and Crime.
Welcome back. This is our second episode to record today.
Yes, we're doing a
double.
Pulling a double today.
Yes.
So we're wearing this. If you're watching us on YouTube,
We have not changed a tire.
we haven't just been sitting here for a week. It's the same day as the last episode.
It's the same day, which means I don't have any crime files updated.
Yeah, we
'cause,
just-
I gave them to you, the French fries and the porcelain dolls.
Yeah, in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and we don't know when this one's going to come out.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Not this Monday, but next Monday.
Mm-hmm. We're in our little comfy lake house, and
We've kicked
our
our in-laws to the porch.
Our in-laws and Ashley's husband Jacob are out on the porch watching bald eagles
I was
fly
going to say,
by,
they keep seeing bald eagles soar over the lake.
which is insane.
It's wild.
And we're jealous because we're in here, we're stuck in here with you guys. No.
No, she's kidding. We love you so much. We wouldn't want to spend our Saturday any other way.
Rate and review.
Okay, so I do have one thing to share.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Is it my hermit crab checklist? On
no,
our,
which is so funny. Yes, your hermit crab checklist.
while she's looking up whatever she's looking at, we share a Google Drive.
Yes.
For all of our stuff. And I accidentally downloaded a hermit crab checklist onto our drive. I have hermit crabs and I care about them so much. And I just wanted a checklist for we don't have a checklist for this podcast, but we have one for the hermit crabs. So
Fair enough. Okay, so my girl Sarah sent this to me, and it's a little meme that says, on Dateline, it's always the girl who lit up the room that gets murdered. Lucky for me, I have an RBF anxiety and always look unapproachable.
Amen.
And I told her, I was like,
Amen.
Sarah, I was like, Megan and I actually talked about at one point when we first started this podcast about starting a list of things like how not to get murdered.
Yeah.
And lighting up a room would be number one. Just
Do not be kind.
don't light up a room.
Do not light up a room.
Don't have like a big
Always
personality.
look pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fully,
Don't look
I fully
approachable.
believe that is why I have never been. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what saved you.
Yeah, that's what saved me. And I just look pissed off all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
It's just my face. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Anyway, thank you, Sarah, for sending that to me.
Thank you.
And she says she listens to us on her drive to and from work.
well, have a safe drive.
Yeah, don't watch, just listen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. While you're driving, please just listen.
Okay, you ready?
I am ready. Let's get into it.
Okay, so today I'm talking about the missing trio. And my sources are the Fort Worth Star Telegram and a little blurb on A&E's website.
Okay.
So I'm going to take you back to the 70s.
70s.
Mhm.
Peace and love.
Yeah, well, not so much in this story.
This is a true crime podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So it's December 23rd, 1974. 17-year-old Rachel Trickla was really excited for this Christmas because it was her first Christmas with her new husband, Tommy, and his 2-year-old son. And yes, you heard me, married at 17 with a stepchild.
a 2-year-old stepchild.
Yes. Rachel was also really excited because her sister was in town. So Rachel had stayed up most of the night playing canasta with her sister.
Canasta.
With her sister, Deborah. And she was really excited for the next day for them to go on their Christmas shopping spree.
And how old is the sister?
It never says, but
Okay.
it's her older sister. It's
Oh,
my
okay,
younger sister,
okay.
An older sister.
Got it.
So when the morning came, Rachel popped up to get ready to hit the Seminary South Mall to go shopping with her sister. But Deborah was like, I'm too tired. She's like, we stayed up way too late playing canasta. She's like, I'm going to sit tight and stay
Yeah.
home. But like, have fun.
Yeah.
Go do your thing. Deborah was going to be there for a couple of weeks, so she wasn't missing out on like a big day or
Time.
anything. Yeah. So Rachel was determined to go shopping, but didn't want to go alone. So she called her friend, 14-year-old Renee Wilson, who was super happy to tag along to the mall.
My heavens.
So
Children-
Rachel-
babies.
I know. So Rachel leaves her house to go pick up Renee. Before the two girls headed to the mall, they walked across the street to Renee's boyfriend's house, Terry Mosley, to see if his sister, Janet, wanted to go shopping with them. Renee and Terry grew up across the street from each other and are dating for the very first time.
Aww.
Janet, Terry's sister, already had plans for the day and declined the offer of a shopping spree. But Terry's little 9-year-old sister, Julie, started begging to go with Rachel and Renee. The two girls finally gave in and told Julie, if you call your mom and she agrees to let you go, then you can come with us.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry was like, yeah, right. Mom is so strict. There's no way she's going to let you go with them. But he calls his mom at work, hands the phone to Julie, where she begs and begs and begs her mom to let her go. And much to everyone's surprise, Miss Mosley agreed to let Julie go with the two teenage girls on their shopping spree.
Goodness.
Before they load up, Renee is now begging Terry to go with them to hang out at the mall. And Terry's like, I'd love to go with you, but my friend is having hernia surgery today and I want to be at the hospital with him.
That's kind.
I know, which I thought was really sweet because Terry is only 15.
Yeah.
And
I know these are babies.
they are babies. And like we're really selfish in our teenage years.
Yeah.
And we're all, you get in your little toxic, relationships and and he was choosing to go stay with his friend instead of spending the day with his girlfriend.
Of it all.
I know. Anyway, but I thought it was really sweet that he chose to go be by his friend's side. So, sorry. So the three girls hopped into Rachel's 1972 Oldsmobile and headed out on their shopping spree. The girls' first stop, and I love this, was the Army Navy store.
Yes.
Where Rachel had 2 pairs of jeans on layaway.
On layaway.
Which, is that even a thing anymore?
I don't think.
I don't know.
I used to lay away all the time.
Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember my mom doing it when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, after the Army Navy store, they headed to the Seminary South Mall, which is today the La Grande Plaza. So the plan was for the girls to go to wrap up their shopping and be home by 2. So guess what comes and goes? 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. It's now 3 p.m. and the girls are still not home. Terry,
you don't have cell phones.
And no, there's no cell phones.
Ugh.
Terry walks across the street to wait with Renee's grandmother. While he waits, Renee's mother, Judy, arrives to pick up her daughter. 3 comes and goes, and they're getting angry now. He's like, the girls promised they would be home by 2, and here we are waiting on them.
They're probably thinking they're out gallivanting.
Yeah. Lost track of time, doing the girl thing.
Mm-hmm.
When 4 p.m. rolled around, anger turned to worry.
Yeah.
Judy, Renee's mother, called her husband, Richard, to tell him what was going on and that she was starting to worry about the girls. Richard, who was bowling with some friends, came home and he grabbed a neighbor and the two lit up in Richard's car and they head to the mall to look for the girls. By 6 p.m., the 2 men had located Rachel's 72 Oldsmobile in the parking lot of the mall.
Ugh.
At this point, everyone knew something was wrong. The police were called and the investigation began. The day the girls went missing, this is wild, Rachel's husband went outside to check the mail. And when he came back, Deborah saw that he was reading something and he had a surprised look on his face. He handed the letter to Deborah, and after reading it, she said, "This makes no sense." The letter, which was handwritten in ink, reads, "I know I'm going to catch it, but we just had to get away. We're going to Houston. See you in about a week. The car's in the Sears upper lot. Love, Rachel."
Okay. And so that letter was supposedly written by Rachel, put into her mailbox
the day they went missing.
the day they went missing. Was this after the fact that they knew that they were missing, or was this?
So the police had been, I don't know when the letter arrived in the mailbox.
Okay, but it was the same day.
But it was the same day.
That's insane.
Yeah. So the letter was really odd because the letter was written in ink, but the envelope was written in pencil. And police initially believed the handwriting in the letter was Rachel's, but they didn't know if she'd been forced to write it.
Yeah.
But the families were not convinced the writing on the envelope didn't match any of the missing girls. The families immediately raised questions about the authenticity of the letter. They doubted the 3 girls had run away, and Rachel's name was originally misspelled as Rachie. The mistake was still obvious, even though the second E had been gone over with an L. Either way,
Yeah.
a week came and went and no sign of the girls.
A 17-year-old is not going to misspell her name.
We practice our names the moment we learn to write.
Yes. I mean, that's the first thing you learn to write is your name.
Mm-hmm.
There's just, unless she was being forced to write it and she's like, I'm going to make sure they know that something's up.
Yeah.
And maybe if I misspell my name.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, as the investigation was underfoot and the media was spreading the word, the Mosley family received calls from a girl stating she was Julie Mosley.
What?
The 9-year-old. Rayanne Mosley, the mother, desperate for her daughter's return, believed the girl on the phone was indeed her daughter, Julie, but nothing ever came of the call.
Oh, no.
I mean, can you imagine who does that? Then another call was made to the Mosley home stating she was Renee, Terry's girlfriend. But Terry quickly realized the caller was an imposter.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Why? What are we doing?
I don't understand. Like, I know, like, back
How
in
do
the
you get
day,
your jollies off on that? Like, why?
get your jollies off.
I don't get it. How does that add to your joy?
It doesn't. And I don't know, like, I know prank calling back in the day was a big deal. Because, I mean, I remember prank calling in the 90s and whatnot.
Is your refrigerator running?
Yeah, I'm trying to go catch it. Yeah, no, I remember prank calling, but this is like beyond a prank call. This is just
sick.
This is cruel.
You have something wrong.
Yeah, this is really cruel.
Mm-hmm.
So the investigation continued and investigators followed all leads, but nothing. Then in February 1975, a little over a month of the girl's disappearance, a 14-year-old girl in North Richland Hills was caught placing a prank phone call to Renee's parents.
What
I just
are
can't.
we doing?
Yeah, I just can't. Anyway, the police, she admitted to the police that she had called the home 3 times, but didn't say anything when they answered. She also admitted to calling Terry pretending to be Renee.
Who
I know.
is this?
I don't know. The girl was given a stern talking to by a
No.
police officer and sent home to her parents.
No. She needs to be in my opinion, a mental
What is your
institution.
I mean,
You are sick in the head if you're doing that.
like I'm
How old was she? Do we know?
She was 14.
God.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you were like, I can't wrap my brain around it. I just can't wrap my brain around pretending to be somebody's missing child or missing girlfriend or any of the sort. Why? Like, why? I'm with you. How do you get your jollies off on that?
That's insane.
Elizabeth, write that down. How do you get your jollies off on that?
How? Jot that down.
I mean, I'm hopeful that her parents punished her more, you know, that it was more than just like a stern talking to, that her parents handled it from there. But like, I mean,
I can't imagine when I was 14 and if Gary Walsh got word that I did that, I'd probably be buried out back, I'm sure.
oh yeah. Yeah.
He would have.
My mom was a fan of the wooden spoon.
Yes. We were raised old school.
Yeah, we were raised when you could still beat your children.
Yeah.
My mother did not beat me, by the way. I was very fearful of the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
So, but I'm
She
pretty
just
sure
had to show it.
oh yeah, she had to just like she would just peek the back of it out of her purse, and I straightened up real quick.
We had a wooden paddle,
Oh,
like an old school wooden paddle that was wrapped with duct tape
oh my god!
because it had been broken on one of our butts before.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm fine.
We're all good,
And I'm a good person. And I love my parents.
oh my gosh. Okay. During the initial investigation, when the week mentioned in the letter passed and there was no sign of the girls, Judy Wilson was sure something had happened to her daughter, Renee. The Wilsons had searched frantically. Judy Wilson told the Star Telegram on December 30th, 1974. But we just don't know where to look.
Somebody
I'm so
is trying
sorry.
to. I don't think anybody can hear it, but
I hope not.
somebody is trying to interrupt our podcast.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, actually, I may need to pause. Can we pause?
Yeah. We will be right
brief
back.
hold.
Whoever's
Brief
calling
hold.
Ashley.
Okay.
Okay, and we're back.
Sorry.
Ashley's just a working lady.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah. Sales never sleeps. That's what we say in our office.
Amen.
Okay. So back to it. So I was at where Judy Wilson had said they just don't know where to look for the girls.
Yeah.
So police sent the letter to the FBI handwriting experts 3 times in an
That's
effort
insane.
to determine if Rachel wrote it. But I can imagine if you're nervous, if you're being like forced to write something, you're probably shaking, you're full of anxiety. You know,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
sure.
imagine that may be why it was hard, or if she wrote it at all.
Yeah.
Each time the results were inconclusive. So a copy of the letter was sent to a handwriting expert. Oh, spoiler alert, this is unsolved. I caught you with this the first time. This is unsolved. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So the letter was sent again to a handwriting expert in 2017, but the results didn't yield information that the district attorney's office believed they could use. So this is just heartbreaking. Like, it's just
I know. And so this is the second time I'm hearing this, obviously, because I think we've told y'all in the previous episode, we tried recording these 2 episodes multiple times.
Mhm.
But I remember when you mentioned that the first time I heard it, that this is unsolved, I was freaking furious.
It's really upsetting.
Ugh.
So Terry Mosley understands the letter was also examined by the Texas Rangers, but nothing came of that analysis either. That letter has never helped us in any way, Terry said. Terry said, period.
And period.
Punctuation matters. In 2022, the Mosley family and Richard Wilson, who died later that year, signed a letter requesting that the envelope and stamp be sent to the Ortham Inc. Ortham specializes in forensic DNA technology, and in 2020, the lab uncovered DNA evidence that solved another case in Fort Worth about a teen named Carla Walker that was murdered in 1974. But as far as Terry knows, the envelope and the stamp were never sent to the lab.
Dang.
Yeah. The parking lot the Fort Worth police initially investigated during the disappearance as a routine missing persons case. They said that they had no reason to suspect foul play.
What?
Mm-hmm. Detectives visited bus stations and talked to people who said they may have seen the girls. And according to families, police believed the girls had just run away and there wasn't any cause for great concern.
You think they just ran away?
A 9-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
And days before Christmas.
Right. Days before Christmas. She was so excited for her first Christmas with her husband and stepson.
Mm-hmm.
Her sister was there visiting.
Correct. And at 9, what 9-year-old wants to pass up Christmas?
Yeah.
To go to Houston? Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah, at least for the 9-year-old. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Right.
Sheesh.
I know. It's really frustrating back in the day how many things were labeled as runaways.
Dude.
You know? I mean, I know hitchhiking was a big thing, but like also, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Even if they are
even
if they are runaways, they're still children.
Right. Well, you remember that in my Chad Choice story, who was a 9-year-old little boy.
Yeah.
In the 90s. And they're asking Miss Choice, like, are you sure he's not a runaway? He's like,
even if he
9.
is.
He's 9. What are you talking about?
Golly.
Okay. Let's not get on a tangent.
Yeah. Once again, soapbox file closed.
So the investigation was initially handled by the department's youth division for several months before it was assigned to a homicide detective. And then later, a major case investigator, George Hudson, took it over. Following the trail of the missing trio, police confirmed the girls stopped by the Army-Navy store to get some jeans out of the layaway. 2 pairs of jeans were found in the trunk of the Oldsmobile.
Okay.
After the first stop, it's believed the trio headed to the shopping center where their car was found. It's been reported that the vehicle was full of Christmas presents, but both Deborah and Terry said that wasn't the case. The only gift was a wrapped present for Rachel's stepson that Renee had brought with her from her grandmother's house.
Okay.
So Terry wonders if the girls even made it to the mall. He's like, were they abducted like straight out of the parking lot?
Yeah.
His sister Janet and one or two girls were supposed to meet the girls at the mall for lunch around noon that day. He said, but the trio never showed up and nobody immediately went, oh, something bad's happened.
Yeah.
Terry said. He said, I mean, you don't think that way, especially back then.
Yeah.
So someone who said he was an acquaintance of Rachel's claimed to have talked to her in a store. A woman told a clerk that she had seen the 3 girls being forced into a yellow pickup. but detectives were never able to find the woman that made that claim. Like, I don't understand why, if you saw 3 girls being forced into a truck, why you didn't
call?
see something, say something.
Yeah. I mean, that's not normal. That is not normal.
Yep. Several people think that they may have seen them, but at Christmas time, the mall had thousands of people in it.
Yeah.
So nobody can say for sure, Detective Hudson said in 1979. Seminary South opened in 1962. It was open air construction and the parking lot was open as well. As Fort Worth's first mall, the shopping center boasted a supermarket, bowling alley, at least 2 restaurants, and several major retailers. And in 2010 or 2004, it was Town Center, and then now it's the La Grande Plaza as it is today. Okay. So I didn't make this connection the first time, but Renee's dad was out bowling when he got the call from his wife that they thought something was going on with the girls.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a bowling alley at the mall. I wonder if he was at the mall at the bowling alley when the girls disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just totally speculation on my part. Yeah. But anyway.
That's interesting.
Yes. So a week after the initial disappearance of the girls, police admitted they had reached a dead end. It's like, we just can't get any further than the parking lot.
Yeah.
So Hudson would say the very same thing 5 years later. He took over the case around 8 months after the trio went missing. By that time, leads and memories were cold. In the spring of 1981, Hudson and another investigator spent several weeks searching a stretch of swampland in Brazoria County near Houston, where the remains of 3 girls had been discovered. Wow. The remains were eventually identified, but they were not the missing trio from Fort Worth.
How weird, though.
Yeah, I know, right? What a coincidence.
Yeah.
By the time the 15th anniversary of the disappearance rolled around, the case had circled back to Fort Worth Police Department's youth division. Hudson's successor, Lieutenant John Ratliff, told the Star-Telegram that the lack of results was due to the quality of the clues, not the investigative work. So he's like, we literally had nothing to work on. So private investigators have also tried their hand at the case, but no more results than the police. The families retained John Swain in March of 1975. A few months later, Swain received a tip that the girls' bodies were buried under a bridge near Port Lavaca in Calhoun County. A group of searchers found nothing. Now, another one, an unidentified man promised Swain that his friend could lead investigators to the missing girls. After sending Swain, the private detective, to 17 different phones around the city to make sure the call couldn't be traced and refusing an in-person meeting, the caller dropped off the face of the earth.
These poor families.
Yeah. Well, in this guy's time, Like,
yeah, but I mean, they keep getting prank called and just... Yeah. What in the world?
Some weird letter and then some jerk leading the private detective around to 17 different phones not to be traced.
Golly. I can't. Yeah. I don't know why people are the way they are.
Yeah. Swain did say, this is a quote, "I don't know of another case even close to this one."
Yeah.
Swain would later die in 1979 of a drug overdose.
Oh my.
And at his request, all of his files, including those of the 3 missing girls, were to be burned.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so he had all of his work burned.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
That blows my mind that he wants them burned.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though he didn't find the girls, Rachel's family said Swain was instrumental in getting the case moved out of the police department's youth division and into the major case files.
Yeah.
So 50 years later, the missing trio is still considered a cold case. The police department's cold case unit is part of the main homicide, and 1 homicide detective is assigned to the unsolved cases full-time. According to the Fort Worth Police Department, a cold case support group, a nonprofit organization that is not affiliated with the police department, said there are 970 unsolved cases in Fort Worth alone.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild? Terry said he had a hard time believing that a 50-year-old case with no clues is going to get it's not going to get any further investigated by police, especially when there's hardly anyone there to investigate it. He said, we just don't get any responses, is what Terry says. He said, we don't get any responses. We don't get any updates. We get nothing. But A spokesperson with the Fort Worth police named Calzada told the Star Telegram that cold cases are actively investigated every time new evidence comes in. Regarding the missing trio, he said that some information was recently shared with detectives, but it wasn't any physical evidence. He said, we're investigating those leads, he said. But Calzada stressed that the department needs new clues, not new theories or hearsay.
Yeah.
And if somebody out there knows something, now is the time to speak up. And I quote, even if you're the one responsible, just come forward. Get it off your chest, get it off your heart, and give some positive resolve to this family.
Yeah, no crap. It's been long enough. Jeez.
Yep. So Rusty Arnold was 11 years old when his sister Rachel disappeared. That night, his mother took him to every store at the mall to have the girls paged over the loudspeakers. She was worried that they were not going to find him, Rusty remembers. And he said, and we never did. Their mother, Fran Langston, now 86, is the only parent of the missing girls who is still living.
That's crazy.
Fran said she's worried the public has forgotten about the girls. Even 50 years later, she still gets emotional when she talks about them. You just wake up some mornings and you just can't bear it, she said. Every Christmas, Fran sets out 3 angels representing Rachel, Renee, and Julie, and they light up her front yard. Rusty has spent nearly his entire adult life looking for these girls. He's dug countless holes, plumbed the bottom of North Texas lakes, and followed lead after lead after lead in his quest to have no stone unturned. Now he doubts they'll ever be found, at least not in his lifetime, he said. He's just close to just letting the police handle it at this point. He says, and I quote, I've exhausted every avenue I know how to exhaust, he said. I'm tired, I'm old, and I just want to spend the rest of my life with my wife, my grandkids, and my family. At times he seemed super close to solving it, though. Like when a woman called him at work several years ago and said she thought she might be Julie Mosley. The people who raised her weren't her biological parents, and she didn't know who she was, Rusty said. She sent him a photo of herself, and he said the resemblance to Julie was startling. He said, this is crazy. After all these years, I think we found Julie, Rusty said to his reaction to the photo. He said, we didn't, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't her.
Yeah, and this is the thing when we talked about this the first time. I mean, Julie was 9.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think if Julie was alive today, you don't forget who you are when you're 9.
I mean, well, we just talked about a whole brainwashing.
Yeah, true.
Brainwashing church in Wells.
Yeah, true.
Allegedly.
Very true. Anything can happen, I guess.
Yes. Another time, Rusty got a tip from someone who claimed he knew where the girls were buried. Before starting to dig, Rusty said that he used ground-penetrating radar over the location and got 3 hits in a row. He called his wife crying. He said, I think we found him, baby. I think we found him. Rusty started digging, and the only thing he found were 3 car parts.
So crazy.
I mean, talk about letdown after letdown.
I'm telling you,
letdown.
like they just keep getting strong.
I know.
along.
Yep. In 2014, Rusty turns his attention to Benbrook Lake. The 3,635-acre body of water is about 8 miles from the shopping center where the girls disappeared, and even closer to the former home of a person of interest in the case. Now, in all my research, they never mentioned this person.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure because nothing ever came of it.
Yeah.
But so sonar showed 3 vehicles at the bottom of the lake, and Rusty said he thought one of them might be connected to the girls' disappearance. A team of divers raised the first 2 vehicles in 2018, but neither proved to be connected to the missing trio. Attempts to raise the 3rd vehicle in September 2019 failed when the car broke apart.
Wow.
Divers made an underwater search of the vehicle several months later and found nothing. I tell myself after 50 years we're not going to find him, Rusty said. But they found Melissa Highsmith, that was living right here in Fort Worth, right there where she was kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
So Melissa Highsmith was 21 months old when she was abducted by a babysitter in 1971. She was found 51 years later through DNA testing.
That's crazy.
She had lived the mic. She had lived most of her life in Fort Worth and never knew she had been kidnapped, according to her family.
That's crazy.
Highsmith's case has given Rusty hope. In the meantime, a Gibson SJ200 acoustic guitar stands in the living room of Rusty's home. Gibsons aren't cheap, and owning one is one of Rusty's lifelong dreams. This particular guitar holds more than monetary value for him, however. He named the instrument after his lost sister, and Rachel's actual signature, taken from a card she had given her mother, has been laser etched on the truss of the guitar.
Oh,
And he says, after 50 years, I brought Rachel home, he said.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
so sad.
A $50,000 reward from an anonymous donor has been recently offered for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for the girl's disappearance, or anybody who can tell them where the bodies are. Anyone with information about the missing trio has been asked to contact the Fort Worth Police Department. I'll give you that phone number.
Okay.
817-392-4307.
Write that down.
Write that down. Come clean. Get it off your heart.
Yes. Do it.
So, yeah, the
That's
case is
so
clearly so cold,
sad.
and hopefully they'll solve it. So I have some stats for you now.
I'm so excited because I love statistics.
Yes. So get this. Approximately between 460,000 and 840,000 children are reported missing each year. Between 460 and 840,000 kids are reported each year.
Bananas.
Yes. Runaways make up 93% of missing children.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. The recovery rate, however, of the children is 99% when their disappearance is reported to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yep. 2/3 of the missing children are aged between 15 and 17, and the male to female ratio is equal, roughly equal. So less than 1% of cases are stranger abductions.
Yeah, this is what I found pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So reports.
It's always somebody that knows the kid.
Yes, exactly. Reports of online enticement increased by 300% between 2021 and 2023.
300%.
300%. Yep.
Wow.
And this is disturbing for us, but the highest number of reported missing children include the states of New York, Texas, Florida, and California.
Texas.
I know. So here, that was children. So
Yeah.
here are some stats for adults. So the total cases in 2024 from the National Crime Information Center received 349,000 reports of missing persons, with 93,000 remaining active at the end of the year. So out of those reported missing, 93,000 still have not been found.
Wow.
Yeah. Adults account for roughly 51% of all missing persons reports. Approximately of those missing, 58% of those missing adults are male. So almost 60%.
Wow.
I know.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Alaska has the highest rate of missing persons, and it's 163 people per 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Isn't that is insane. That's too much.
Yeah.
It's
That's
too high.
the Indigenous women.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this when we tried to record before, but yeah,
The
it's
Missing Women of
alarming.
Alaska.
Yes. It's a lot.
Have you watched
alarming. No. I haven't.
Watch it. It's good. It's sad.
But I know that that's one of the things. I mean,
Yeah.
they just don't have law enforcement or anybody to take much interest, which is heartbreaking.
Yeah. If you watch the documentary, there's a whole advocate group that's all that their focus is, the Indigenous women.
Yeah.
So Massachusetts, however, has the lowest of 2 people per 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right. So your most likely perpetrators. 50% of cases, parents are the most frequent abductors. So non-custodial parents account for approximately 78% of family abductions.
So non-custodial means like uncles, aunts, cousins.
Yeah, or even a mother, father that doesn't have custody.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So while mothers or female relatives are statistically more likely to abduct for the purpose of protecting the child,
Mhm.
fathers or male relatives are responsible for 64 to 66% of all recorded kidnappings.
That's interesting too.
Yeah. The women do it out of protection.
Mm-hmm.
So acquaintances, this group includes neighbors, family, friends, and online contacts, are roughly responsible for 27% of people going missing.
Yeah.
So also for sexual assault.
Yeah.
So, and then like we said, stranger abductions are the rarest, and they're less than 1%.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah. And roughly 86 to 95% of stranger abductors are male.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So this little blurb is from A&E, and it says, time has brought advancements in technology like the Amber Alert and implementation of stricter laws, making finding the girls still a real possibility.
Yeah.
The way we search for and locate missing children has evolved dramatically. Federal involvement in these cases began in the 1970s, and over time, Congress passed laws requiring immediate police reports and mandatory reports to the National Crime Information Center and strong information sharing across jurisdictions. So, I mean, these are all things they were battling. You didn't have a way to get this information out other than like news media or the radio. That was the biggest
The 70s were a wild time.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, but like, and they eliminated waiting periods, right? So there wasn't a waiting period for like, oh, they have to be missing 24 hours and then you can call me. So that's all gone away now, and you don't have to do that. So but that was done in the 90s, which was a major turning point.
Yeah.
Missing person cases.
Yeah.
Just think how much time you lose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you
I feel like
24 hours.
I feel like there's millions of cases that you hear about that.
We have all those shows, the first 48 and 48 hours. Like, time is important.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you have any news on the missing trio, please contact the Fort Worth Police Department.
Well, thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome.
Both infuriating and really educational.
Yes. Yeah. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Yes. Those statistics are wild.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Come back next Monday.
Yep. Like, subscribe, and share on all of our things.
Rate and review, please, please, please. If you got a tale or a recommendation, email us at ianlawsandcrime@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And keep your roots deep.
And your head on a swivel.
Bye.